Hey guys, it's Fang. I'm here in my room in college. So this week's topic is dysphoria and transition. I'm not transgender, so I'm not transitioning. So I don't really know the experience of it, so I'm just not gonna talk about it. I mentioned this in a previous video that in 5th grade I had this gender identity crisis where I hated being a girl. It wasn't the typical, I hate puberty, I hate periods. Everyone hates the period. Unless you have a pregnancy scare, then you don't hate your period. I actually thought I was a boy. This is before I knew everything I knew now. I thought I was a boy, so I hung out with all the boys in my grade. And all my girl classmates were like, why are you hanging out with them? And I was just like, didn't know how to explain it. So I was just like I tried to come up with explanations. I tried to figure it out and I couldn't. And at the time, I didn't completely understand that it was because I wasn't a girl or anything. I just kind of thought I don't even know what I thought. It was just this whole jumble of it doesn't feel right, but I'm female, but I don't I didn't know that about non-binary. I didn't know you couldn't be anything else. I just thought it was just boy, girl, and I didn't feel right as a girl, so I must have been a boy. I think 4th grade, 5th grade was pretty much when I hit puberty. Is that why I'm so short? And every morning I remember going to the bathroom and I'd push down on my chest to try to make sure that I stayed flat, and I'd sleep on my front, on my face, on my stomach, and then I'd hunch all the time, and I didn't stop anything. I used to dance a lot. I think ever since I was 5, I took dance lessons, and that helped a lot with my confidence. But when I hit 5th grade, 6th grade, it didn't do much. After a while, I just hated my body. It wasn't I did think I was, fat and stuff, and that fat was a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, by the way. Don't know why fat's an insult. My mom and my relatives didn't help at all because they'd be like, oh, wow, you're over 100 pounds, you should lose weight. I'm 5'2", and I think the average is 120 maybe? 115 or something. I remember getting checkups, and I think I was in 4th or 5th, 6th grade? I think 6th grade was when I stopped growing. I remember my doctor being like, oh, you're at the perfect height, perfect weight, don't do anything else. Oh no, that was 5th grade. I'd gain weight without getting taller, and then she'd be like, oh, you have to maintain this. That chart that doctors have that goes in a diagonal or something, and then has the height and the weight and where you should match up? Don't follow that. I didn't learn this until junior year of high school, but you should not follow that chart. You should follow the BMI, and it's I think my BMI was 21 or something, and it was oh, it was healthy, it was okay, and I'm just why does my doctor have to tell me? I don't know, even if you don't fall into it, as long as you're not gonna have a heart attack and die, I think everything's okay. You should focus more on being healthy. Everyone's just oh, you should be healthy, and then everyone's just oh, that means you can't be fat, and I'm no. You should strive to be healthy rather than lighter weight. I could weigh 200 pounds as long as I was okay with it. I don't really know the weight at which I'm going to start having health problems, so I'd prefer no health problems. But once I got into 6th grade, I decided to just kind of go with my body. When I figured out about transgender and transgender people and how you can change your sex, I actually thought about it. But as I got older, I realized that I just want to switch my sex a lot. If I could, I would switch my sex with however I'd want. Oh, today I'm going to have a dick and testicles and probably no breasts. And then some days I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna be female again. Maybe some days I could have both. If I transitioned, I'd have the same problem I'm having now, except with different genitals. I do enjoy being female. I'm saving up for a binder. If there's like some way I could change my sex as easily as I float around the gender spectrum, and as easily as like I change my appearance with everything else, that'd be pretty cool. For now, that's like way too expensive and a one-time thing. Don't get me wrong, I love my body. Like if I could have a set of like this is a male body, this is a female body, some other options I guess. That'd be pretty cool. Just strive to be in the body you want. Like, if you're gonna have a problem like me, I don't know how to tell you to solve it. It took years for me to get as much confidence as I have now. So, get started now. Basically, it was just lying to myself and being like, you know what, you're pretty today. Even if I didn't think I was pretty. You just keep repeating that until you start believing. Because that's what I did. I mean, sometimes I still don't believe myself, but sometimes I do. And that's worth it, so worth it. Eventually we'll all love each other and ourselves. Well, subscribe to this channel, follow our Tumblr, I will link everything below,